all change begins with this. I don't know if I've ever talked about this book. I don't think that I have, which is interesting because it's my all-time favorite book. It's the second book that I ever read, and it completely changed my life. Now, the guy who wrote this book, Maxwell Maltz, was a plastic surgeon. And something that interested him was that some people who got the plastic surgery, their identities changed along with the surgery. And some people that got the surgery, their identities didn't change with the surgery. And so in large part out of curiosity, he started delving deep into this concept of identity and self-image. And what he writes about in this book is that self-image is what he calls a servo mechanism. Now, the best way that I have found to explain what a servo mechanism is to think of a missile. With a missile, you set a target for that missile. But let's say that the missile starts here and you want to make the missile go all the way over here. And so you aim it at this point. But what the missile does, it doesn't go in a straight line, but rather it is a servo mechanism that serves itself. And so it's going towards the goal, towards the end point, and then it kind of shifts a little bit and then it corrects itself. And then it kind of shifts a little bit and then it corrects itself. And it kind of shifts a little bit and then it corrects itself. And then it eventually reaches its goal, but it's not a direct line hit. It's something that continues to correct itself whenever it's off track. And so your self-image is like that endpoint. And so the case that he makes in that book is that when you adopt your self-image, you will behave in ways that are consistent with that self-image. Anytime you start to deviate from your accepted self-image, you course correct like a servo mechanism. Your self-image is the servo mechanism that is correcting you to go towards what your self-image is. And so if you have a poor self-image, you will act in congruence with that self-image. And if you have a great self-image, you will act in congruence with that great self-image. And so anytime you're trying to change a part of who you are, the way to tackle it is through your self-image. Because if you don't change your self-image, you will not change. Because the servo mechanism will always direct you to the self-image that you currently have.